So we're starting today with Google My Business, and this is where you're going to encourage your clients to definitely take advantage of this free listing, given that it's connected with every GPS system known to mankind at this time. So we're talking about your mobile devices, we're talking about your GPS in your vehicles, and we're talking about the devices you use within your home. So your Alexa, in any other devices as like the Alexa. So you're going to go into your Google search engine and type in Google My Business listing. You're going to click on that, and that is where you're going to go in and insert the name of your business. We all know when I had originally recorded this, I was calling it Google Listings, but it's Google My Business listing. So we all know what Google My Business offers. You have direct access to the business's website. You get instant directions. You're able to call them if you're using your mobile phone. And most importantly, you have access to your customer reviews. This is what a lot of individuals base their purchases of products or services on, is the client reviews. So once you've clicked on Google My Business listing, you're going to go ahead and follow the steps. They're fairly straightforward. We're going to be offering a YouTube video on enterprise Temiskaming in the coming days. It is a step-by-step tutorial as to how to claim your listing on Google My Business. So stay tuned for that. Next is social media platforms. In auditing your online presence, we're going to look at Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Let's start with Facebook. So you're going to access your business Facebook page as opposed to your business Facebook group. A group, it stems from a page, and from there you're going to access your insights on your left hand side. This is applicable to both Facebook and Instagram. On Insights, you will be able to find your target market, so who's accessing your information and on what sort of basis are they doing it daily. You're going to find out where they're from. You're going to find out what time of day and what day of the week is better to post. You're going to find out whether or not your marketing strategy is working out for you and whether or not you need to adjust. So I recommend that you access those insights on a regular basis. Unfortunately, because mobile friendly Instagram, you can't access as many of the tools you would on your phone as compared to on your computer. I'm not able to access the insights on Instagram, but knowing that it's owned by the Facebook group, same group of owners that own Facebook, we know that it is accessible, and we can also access insights for both Facebook and Instagram through Facebook Business Suite, where you can also schedule content posts. So do access either the mobile insights or the insights through Facebook Business Suite for Instagram. It's a great tool. I recommend, like I said, for Facebook, same applies for Instagram. I recommend that you access your insights. If you're not doing it on a monthly basis, do it on bi-monthly. Next, we have LinkedIn. You will find your analytics. On LinkedIn, they call them analytics. At the top left-hand corner, you have access to a few items in the analytics screen, much less than or substantially less than Facebook and Instagram. However, they are useful tools. I recommend that you do access them on a regular basis as well. That is all part of your online presence audit. Just giving you a little bit of a chance to have a look around. The next one we have is Twitter. You're able to access the analytics off to your left hand side with your business account, you're going to click on the More option under Profile, and here's where you'll see your analytics option right there. I don't click on the analytics for obvious reasons. I'm accessing enterprise Temiskaming, so this is more of a personal thing where as an administration you would go in and access this. And here we have TikTok. So it's hard to not chuckle at this content, and I said this in my previous recording of this. It was kind of hard to focus because this is so adorable, but there is a massive incline in the number of accounts from Canadian, more specifically Ontarian businesses developing and opening accounts on TikTok. So what I'm showing you here is that you cannot access the analytics unless you upgrade or update to Pro version. There's absolutely no cost involved. I found a great article. I'll provide the link in the comments below to this article. It shows you how to access the Pro or change your account to a Pro version. I'm also providing you here with the steps to follow to access TikTok analytics and to turn your personal account into a Pro account. Obviously, you can only do this by accessing the mobile version of TikTok, and it's relatively straightforward. If you run into any issues, we are always available to answer your questions and guide you through the process, of course. It would be our pleasure to help you out. So next in this beautiful lineup, we will show you what we need to look out for on websites. So websites are awesome. You're going to find them incredibly useful. You're going to access or provide access to all your social media platforms through your website, so that's called cross-promoting. And you're going to look into whether or not, this is the most important part, your website is user-friendly on all devices. That's very important. So a good way to find out if you're mobile friendly is by getting your website audited or graded. Website Grader through HubSpot is an option, and it's a great option, by the way. HubSpot is a very reliable name. You go ahead and enter your website, your email, go and click to get your score, and it'll provide you with a very thorough evaluation. The only way that it will cost you something is if you go above and beyond your 14-day trial. Do take advantage of that 14-day trial. It would be greatly advantageous for your business. Essentially, once you've clicked in and received your evaluation back, there are courses to follow through HubSpot. Same as Site Checker. This is another amazing site that you can access to get your website audited. And they're looking for the SEO tools to have been utilized to their ultimate level, right? So you enter your domain name, you click through, and you get a very thorough evaluation handed back to you, as well as tools that you can use to upgrade and update your website. So those are really two good sites that you can use. Another thing that you want to make sure of is that you're being very thorough when you're posting the content that you are on your website. So the cross-promoting that I mentioned, make sure that the icons that your consumer or follower can access are visual or installed in a place where your client, your customer, your potential client will be able to easily access. So I see here that I haven't added my YouTube icon. This is something that I'll need to update. Again, access this on a regular basis so that you're providing regular updates. You can also connect your website to a social media platform. Say for instance, Instagram. When you're posting content, it'll automatically update on your website. This is a good thing because it updates as many times as you post content. Next, we will go into your web hosts platform, or website rather, and we will access the SEO tools. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. Marketing and SEO tools are plenty. When you go through the back door in the editing process part of the host, there are several tools to take advantage of. These are a few more. They are called the after the fact editions, so apps that you add after you've created your website that you can add to complement whatever SEO tools you have implemented within your website host. So go ahead and access those, evaluate their use and their utility for your website. There are some that are specific to sectors. Google Analytics is amazing. There's a huge list, and they're constantly developing these tools because they know that a huge part of marketing and advertising is measuring the success. Go to reliable sites like HubSpot, Hootsuite, Google Analytics, and do the research. See what fits best for you. Next, we're going to look at local listings and extended listings, reviews, comments, opinions, and why they matter in your online presence auditing. So as I mentioned before, reviews, comments, and all of the above weigh heavily on a consumer's decision to purchase your product or service. So we're going to talk about where to list your business, what to add in your listing, where to go. So one of the first things, if you're a service agency, you provide services and products on a social, not products as much as services on a social basis. So medical, financial, housing, there's a variety of services included in this directory. And a lot of people will direct people to the Canada 211. It is a countrywide, I believe, don't quote me, I may be wrong. Canada 211 is known to the whole country. We have other more familiar sites such as Yelp, and I will provide the link to go ahead and list your business for free. And this is a great way to grow your business, to be better and more easily identified and found on the internet, and to increase your online presence, your brand awareness, so on and so forth. So if you're at all connected with the tourism industry, if you're into accommodations or food services, activities, sporting, anything social, I would definitely go ahead and include your listing on Yelp. Same applies for Trivago, TripAdvisor. There is more of a wider variety of listings since COVID has hit, and more businesses have had to pivot and they've gone more online, more virtual. The next one that we're going to be looking at here is the next option is you're going to look for your local chamber of commerce and definitely consider listing with them and registering. Yes, there is a fee involved, but it is incredibly worth it. We have a great local chamber of commerce in Temiskaming Shores and area. We've got a great team of two young ladies, Helen and Lois, and they offer amazing service. They are fantastic and they guide you along the way. With our local Chamber of Commerce, they've connected the digitalmainstreet.ca program with Andy Brock, I believe his name is. And just a sideline here, they've identified their social media icons for easy access. Go figure. The next thing is you're going to look to see if you're eligible to apply to the BIA. And that is mainly reserved for the bricks and mortar businesses in your downtown core, unfortunately. But if you do qualify for that, it is greatly advantageous to go ahead and register with them. At the very least, go into the city, the town, the township, the area that you're in, and register with them. Ask if you could list your business, and the likelihood of them accepting you is pretty great because they want to list all local businesses. Whether you are virtual or bricks and mortar, it doesn't matter. Go ahead. The least or the worst that can happen is that they say no, which is not likely. So there's another list. If you Google, and I've looked in business.com, if you Google any other directories, local directories and extended, which means province-wide, country-wide, or if you offer services virtually, you can go worldwide. Go ahead and look for additional listings, and you will find that some look familiar, whereas some are more specifically for either the US or outside of US and Canada. So just be aware, read the fine print, make sure there are no hidden costs or subscription or registration costs. Just do yourself a favor, be thorough when offering to list your business. Make sure there's no hidden agenda, and that will work in your favor. So again, Chamber of Commerce, your tourist or attraction listings such as Trivago, TripAdvisor, Yelp, so on and so forth, and your BIA. Just make sure that you're eligible to list with them, and make sure to check for any hidden costs. So when you've done that and you've registered or you've listed with your city or the area you're located in, you should be good to go. That will significantly increase your visibility online. So this basically ends this presentation. We haven't even covered the entire branding audit, which you would Google your business and you'd go in to see if the color representations, the videos that come up under your search, the photos, any content that comes up under the search for your business name is conducive to effective communication of your brand message, your brand colors, your values, your mission, your vision. You just make sure that everything is on cue, on the same page where your business and communicating with your clients is concerned. So that's a whole other video that maybe eventually I will offer, because brand identity is incredibly important. But if you have any more questions, by all means, I am available through Earth Trend Creations, through any of our social media platforms, or the information you see on your screen. And I'm also available through Enterprise Temiskaming, the small business center that I am the youth programs administrator and the virtual service advisor for. It would be my absolute pleasure if you were to get in touch. I'd love to be able to help you out with your online presence. This is Enterprise Temiskaming. If you Google or just enter in your address bar, enterprisetemiskaming.ca, you will locate us. We're also on social media platforms. So by all means, get a hold of us. It'd be our pleasure to hear from you. Take care. Hope this helps.